Jennifer was about to bring out the gun to shoot Joshua when someone tapped her shoulder. She froze as her heart stopped beating for a second. She turned slowly and saw a man standing beside her. He looked confused. He asked her where he could find a taxi to the city center. His flight had just arrived, and he didn't know his way around. Jennifer stared at him for a moment. Her mind was still on Joshua, with her hand still on the gun, but the man was waiting for an answer. He looked harmless and lost. Jennifer pulled her hand out of her pocket. She pointed toward the exit on the left side of the building. She told him the taxi stand was just outside those doors. He asked her some other questions, which she answered. When the man finally thanked her and walked away, Jennifer turned back to the spot where Joshua had been standing. They were gone. She ran toward the exit. She got outside and scanned the parking lot. She saw a black SUV pulling away in the distance. She couldn't see who was inside, but something told her it was them. Jennifer stood in the airport's parking lot, breathless. One more second and she would have confronted Joshua with the gun in her pocket. But he was gone, and she stood there alone like a fool. At home, everything. She broke down. She cried until her throat burned and her eyes swelled shut. She had failed again. Failed to make Joshua love her. Failed to make him stay. Failed even at revenge. That evening, Jennifer couldn't stay in the apartment anymore, so she went to a bar. She ordered drink after drink. The bartender kept asking if she was okay. Jennifer told him to mind his business and keep the drinks coming. The alcohol burnt her throat, but she didn't care. She wanted to feel anything other than the emptiness inside her. After her fifth or sixth drink, Jennifer couldn't remember when she started crying at the bar. People were staring at her, but she didn't care. She started talking to herself about Joshua, about how stupid she was. As her voice got louder, the bartender asked her to calm down. She told him to leave her alone. She knocked over her glass and it shattered on the floor. Then someone touched her arm gently. Jennifer looked up, ready to fight whoever it was. It was the man from the airport. He looked concerned. Jennifer tried to stand up, but her legs buckled. The man caught her before she fell. He paid her bill and helped her out of the bar. He led her to his car and helped her into the passenger seat. He asked her where she lived. Jennifer's words were slurred, but she managed to give him directions. As he drove, she started talking. She told him everything in her drunken state and crying. About how Joshua left her for Benny. About the perfect family on social media. About the gun in her pocket at the airport. The man didn't interrupt her. He just listened and drove. Jennifer cried as she talked. She told him she wanted Joshua to suffer the way she suffered. She wanted him to lose everything the way she lost everything. She wanted him to feel the pain she felt every single day. When they got to her apartment building, the man helped her to her door. Jennifer fumbled with her keys and he took them gently and unlocked the door for her. Before he left, he introduced himself. His name was Ethan. They exchanged numbers and he left. The next morning, Jennifer woke up with a terrible headache. Her phone rang with a number she didn't recognize. She ignored it, but it kept ringing until a message came through from someone named Ethan saying he wanted to help her because he understood betrayal. Jennifer deleted the message and turned off her phone. She didn't want help from a stranger or anyone's pity. But the messages kept coming over the next few days. Ethan was persistent. He said he had also been betrayed by someone he loved and never got his revenge, and it ate at him every day. He said he could help Jennifer get hers. He had resources. He had connections. He had ideas. They met at a coffee shop. Ethan explained how his ex-fiancée had betrayed and left him after everything he did for her. Helping Jennifer would be his revenge too. He wanted nothing in return except to see justice done. Over weeks, they gathered information. Joshua had moved back with his family to start a new company with some investors. Everything was perfect for him. They found nothing to use against him. So Ethan proposed creating something, framing him. Jennifer hesitated, but remembered her 10 wasted years and agreed. Before they started, Ethan insisted she confront Joshua one last time to be certain she still wanted revenge. Once they start, there will be no going back. She waited outside his office building until he emerged for lunch. When she called his name, His face twisted from surprise to disgust. He called her a parasite, asked why she hadn't moved on. He pulled money from his wallet and threw it at her feet, bills scattering on the pavement. He said this was the last time he'd be nice. Next time he would call the police. Then he drove away. Jennifer stood there as strangers walked past, some pocketing the fallen bills. She felt smaller than ever. That night, she called Ethan. Her voice was cold and steady. She was ready to destroy Joshua completely. Consequences be damned. She wanted him to lose everything, to feel what she felt all these years.